for Hollywood. Well, they'll make him an offer he can't refuse. Oh, hello there. I am Stan the Movie Man, and this is my review of Widows. It stars Viola Davis, Michelle Rodriguez, Elizabeth Debicki, also Cynthia Erivo, Colin Farrell, and more. It is the story of a group of women who are left widows after their husbands, who are all involved in a robbery gang, are caught by police, and there's explosions and they all die. The last job they did was stealing a bunch of money from a guy named Jamal Manning, who is played by Brian Tyree Henry. He is a politician, but he's also involved in other things, even more shady than politics. He's a criminal, and they have stolen money from him. Once the names of the robbers get out, Manning goes looking for Veronica Rawlings, played by Viola Davis, who is the widow of the leader of the gang of thieves, played by Liam Neeson, and his name in the movie is Harry Rawlings, but it's more of a glorified cameo than anything else. He wants his money back. He wants his $2 million that the guys stole. He wants that back, and he's giving her a month to get it, otherwise she is going to pay with her life. Veronica approaches the other women whose husbands were killed, that were part of Harry's gang, and those women are Linda Perelli, played by Michelle Rodriguez, Alice Gunner, played by Elizabeth Debicki, and another woman who decides not to participate. The three of them have, Veronica has her husband's notebook, all of his plans for all of his jobs, and she plans on pulling off his next job that he had planned in order to pay back Manning and to avoid meeting Manning's brother and enforcer, played by Daniel Kaluuya. These women don't know anything about pulling off such a job, but they train, they get the materials together that they need, and they decide to go through with it. Now, at the same time, there's an election happening. This is all occurring in Chicago. And that election is Jack Mulligan, played by Colin Farrell, to replace his father, Tom Mulligan, played by Robert Duvall, on the Board of Aldermen. And this family of politicians is corrupt to the bone. And we find out that there is connections between the widows and this political family. This is a really, really good movie. Director Steve McQueen has delivered a very tense and taut thriller, a heist movie that is also about more than just the crime being committed. It covers everything from racism to misogyny to corrupt politics to corrupt people in general. There's no black and white here. There's really only shades of gray in Widows. But you certainly will be rooting for the ladies to be successful in pulling off the heist. It is a terrific movie, beautifully acted. Viola Davis deserves a nomination for Best Actress in this film. But there are great performances throughout the cast, and I suggest that you go see it. It is a really good grown-ups movie. It's not just all violence, although there is plenty of that. Very graphic and in-your-face kind of violence in brief spurts at times. So It isn't like you're overwhelmed by it, but it is definitely a movie for grown-ups, and it is a grown-ups movie. Keep that in mind. And that's why and it's really, really good. That's why I am giving Widows 5 stars. Go to stanthemovieman.com to read my complete review. Listen to The Fractured Frame, a podcast where some friends of mine and I get together and discuss the latest in movie, TV, and streaming news. You can get that podcast wherever you get your podcasts. You can follow me on Twitter at MovieManStan and send emails to me, stanthemovieman123@gmail.com. Till next time. Later.